Well, this is my next project. It's a Nakamichi 1000ZXL, and what a beast it is. It is heavy, huge. My job is to replace all the polyprop caps and probably just make sure everything's working. As far as I know, the belts have been replaced, so I'm not sure what's left for me to do in the mechanism department, but certainly replacing all the capacitors is on the job list. It'll be interesting to see how this beast actually performs. It's regarded as one of the best units ever, along with the ZX9 and the CR7, and of course the Dragon. So it's in that top echelon of cassette decks, even though it's quite old. I think this one is from about 1981, so it's 39 years old. It's getting on, but it looks in pretty good condition, having said that, and we shall see. Okay. Well, this is the capacitor kit for the 1000ZXL. There's 53 capacitors to replace, and they vary from styroseals, they look like, films, probably MKPs, MKTs, polyester, all sorts of things. I don't see any polypropylene, but that's okay. Oh, there's a green cap, polyester. Oh, there's a couple of polyprops there, polypropylene. Oh, there's another couple more green caps, polyprop. Most of them are film type though. So we have many different varieties of caps, and unfortunately the kit doesn't have the electrolytics. That is a shame, and it's arguable, but that the electrolytics are more important. I know with my ZX7 I ordered, as well as the polyprop replacements, I also bought a set of electrolytics on its way. All these kits, they add up in money, so I'm trying to be a little bit careful. But the 1000ZXL, here we go. I might actually turn the machine on first, just to see if it's okay, and what, if anything else, needs to be done. It's always good to have a baseline before you do any work. For example, it mentions here on the list, there's a main board, CPU A, B, record, EQ amp board, playback amp and Dolby noise reduction board, record Dolby noise reduction board, and FL Ind A, which I guess means fluorescent indicator A, which is the display, I guess. Actually, I think the display has a fault. I may need to look at that first before I do anything. Yes. Alright, that's it. We'll turn it on and see what happens. Well, here's the 1000ZXL on my bench, and as you can tell, it's a bit of a beast, so I'll try and widen out. Oh, got to go further back. Alright. It is huge. It is huge. Might as well go right into it. Output, I assume we want maximum. Select input. Right, have a sip of my tea before I turn it on. Yes, even this top board, I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 electrolytics, 12 electrolytics. I'm sure that they're not perfect. Oh, 13, another one. They're everywhere. So I might have to do a bit of a catalogue of what they are and see what I can do about buying a set. I'm pretty sure the owner really should do it, but at the end of the day it's up to him whether I just change the 53 or I change the electrolytics as well, which is, well, at least 53 more at least. Okay, so I'm delaying turning it on just to make sure everything's okay. Alright, here we go. Let's turn it on. Where's power? Ah, yes, here we go. I did check the power on the back. It is set for 220, 240. Oops, I've got to turn it on here. Right, go again. There we go. Right, does it play? Nope. No, it doesn't do anything. Okay, it doesn't do anything. No fast forward, no rewind, no stop, no play. I hear a bit of a yeah inside, so some sort of gear or whatever is trying to work. Let's make sure. Timer off, memory off, test tone off, bias set to, oh well, it doesn't matter. EQ 120, bias set to normal. Filter off, yeah. Noise reduction out, yeah. Ah, it can handle an external noise reduction. That's what all the extra connectors were on the back. So if you wanted to use a DBX encoder decoder, you could. I've actually got a couple of those, and if I had this machine for me, I would try that actually. Interesting. Although actually I can still do that with any of my other decks anyway, just put the DBX in bypass mode. But having it separate here would have been quite handy. Anyway, this isn't mine. Noise reduction out, meter, peak, hold, VU, peak. Let's just go with VU, peak, tape, source. Okay, well let's see if we can get source. Record or... oh! Oh, well it's working. So the input circuitry works. And the output. Oh, that's a good start. Yeah. Alright, okay, so yeah, the display up here isn't working. What does... okay, well it the main buttons sort of work. They're lighting up in the correct manner, so that's good. But not much else is working. Audio in and audio out is working, so we go to source and both the input and output sliders work, so that's good. Alright, but probably the first thing to try and find out is why the display isn't working, because that could be a showstopper more than anything. Apparently it did work with a low brightness momentarily at some stage, so we shall see. This side here where little lights are meant to flicker and so on as it goes through its calibration. I've never used one of these before, so I'm learning here. Well, my guess is that it's just stuck on whatever it's doing. So first thing to do is to try and get this display working, and then the mechanism, because I find a lot of times it's the old adage, replace the belts, replace the belts, replace the belts. You know, it's like with property, you know, location, location, location. Well, with cassette decks, it's replace the belts, replace the belts, replace the belts, because so much depends upon it. Not only the running of the tape, but many of the functions actually rely upon what the mechanism is doing, and some functions just sort of throw their hands up in the air if if they're not getting the right signal or whatever from the mechanism. Classic case of that will be the CR7 which I bought, which is faulty. A lot of the displays on that are just stuck on certain tape types and auto cal settings, and I suspect that the vast majority of that is purely because the tape mechanism isn't working. Because when you go off and do a automatic alignment, like here, run auto cal, it relies upon the mechanism doing all the things that it's asking it to do to get feedback to go to the next step. And now it's stuck on whatever 10 means in RAM, and here we go. Random access. Oh, don't know what it means. I'll have to read up. So yeah, but in this case, the display. So display first, then mechanism. Right. Power off, and I'll try and figure out what the voltages should be and how to get into that display. It looks like a separate little box here, so hopefully it's straightforward. Get back to you. Well, it's taken a while to take off the front panel of this 1000ZXL. Trying to go slowly, followed the manual as best as I could. Anyway, I had to do that so that I could remove the fluorescent display panel, and I could start to see some of the problem down in the cavity here, and well, opening this up, don't know how well it's going to show up, but that's all corrosion. So either somebody spilt a cup of coffee in here or something, or the capacitor has exploded or something like that and spewed its guts everywhere. So let's see if we can have a better look. It's two boards piggybacked. Whoa, whoa, look at all that. Oh my, oh goodness. Oh, we've had a fire down here. Oh dear. Oh dear. I'll try and take some close-up pictures of this. Oh wow. No wonder the damn display didn't want to work. My goodness. Oh yeah. And this is here. That's what's exploded. Not only is there like a detonation zone around it, but that device is, whatever it was, is kaput. Now, I'm guessing it was a electrolytic capacitor, but I won't know until I have a look at the circuit. But oh my god, oh, this is going to be yucky. Now the bottom, sorry, the top board, apart from this where it matches that component kaput, where that matches over here, there's some burnt wires and corrosion, but that may be resurrectable. Hopefully none of these transistors have gone kaput, but we'll see. Oh dear, well, how sad, never mind. But what a disaster this is. Oh dear. What a disaster. Well, I've got to look up what component it is. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, it tells me. It's silk screened on the underside, and sure enough, yeah, C602. Electrolytic. Yeah, there you go. So, C602 on the fluorescent indicator board through a wobbly, and it's taken out the whole lot. Yeah, it should be resurrectable. I don't see why it can't be repaired, but going to take a bit of work. It's got to be done before anything else. Before anything else.